Hello, I am Madeline, and today we will be talking about artificial scarcity. This PowerPoint was made by me, Madeline, and my cameraman, Sierra. So, artificial scarcity, according to Humans and Resources, is the condition resulting from the limiting of production or sales of goods and services which would otherwise be plentiful and extremely cheap. There are many reasons companies do this, and today we'll be talking about some of the examples of this. One example is food deserts. Food deserts are areas that are typically rural but occasionally can be urban, lower income areas where there is no access to fresher foods or any actual grocery stores instead of small convenience stores that often raise prices. Because the stores are the only sources of food in the area, they know they can raise prices and price gouge as much as they want. Gas stores typically do this, which is why if you go outside, the gas cheap prices will be cheaper than other stores. But if they have a cheaper gas price outside, it probably has higher prices than they would. Some of the food deserts in the U.S., as you can see, they're typically in the south or along the Appalachian Mountains or in the actual middle deserts, but they are happen pretty often in rural areas, but often can be found in near centers of cities as well. You can see our own community, we're right about there, is also a food desert, and we have nothing but a gas station around us within a mile. An example of this historically artificial scarcity would be the 1870s. In the 1870s, diamonds were extremely rare. They were found in few riverbeds in India, and that was essentially the only source of diamonds. However, in 1870, a large mine opened up in South Africa where a massive diamond deposit had been discovered. As more and more mines opened in the area, investors, miners, and mine owners also are lowering in their wages and profits due to the fact that the price of diamonds had gone down due to their lack of scarcity. And within a year, they had begun to form De Beers Consolidated Mines Inc., which had collectively, all the mine owners got onto a board, and they collectively decided to limit production and sales of diamonds to a certain number every year in order to keep prices high. They also ran an ad campaign that first really invented the idea of a diamond wedding ring. Before it was just a plain old band. They did all this to raise the demand for goods and keep the scarcity of the diamonds extremely high. Another example of this is stagflation. In the 1970s, OPEC embargoed the U.S. and many other European countries, leading to an extreme rise in the price of oil. Because even rationing did not solve this problem because the oil was just so scarce in the U.S. that we only have one or two areas at the time that were actually oil fields. However, as prices continued to rise, more oil became more and more scarce, and prices rose yet more. And yet at the same time, demand went up as people were trying to buy it before the price rose even further, driving prices up further. So artificial scarcity can be caused by both political actions and actions of companies as individuals. And another example of this is the energy, such as solar energy. Solar energy, there's many, many different ways we can produce solar energy because the sun is everywhere. So solar energy can be found, and there are many, many cheap ways to harvest this energy. There's not just solar panels, but there's also complexes like Ivanpah and the California's desert. It can produce 377 megawatts of energy every hour just using mirrors and boiling water. It powers a large majority of LA during peak hours at the time, and it reduces carbon, so it's good for the environment as well for pocketbooks. However, even though we have all these different plans, such as solar panel roads and such, solar panels are so expensive due to scarcity. They only cost about 70 cents per watt that the solar panel would to produce, and oil companies do not fund research facilities and other factories due to their they wish to keep prices high. They wish to raise the demand of oil. So they keep solar panels extremely scarce due by either shutting down factories or stopping all funding to research facilities or colleges that start funding research into the area of solar